Every day's a big surprise. It's Theo's theories.
Hi, welcome to Theo's Theories. I'm Theo's father, also the creator of this show. I wish you happy holidays and a very happy new year. In the spirit of holidays, this episode we look at some of the best generations we had since we started this series about 6 months or so ago. The first episode I wanted to look at is about dad re-elections. Now, I did a series on dad re-elections. This year, 2024, was exceptional in the sense that countries around the world were holding elections, and somehow elections were always in the news, and therefore that reflected in some of these episodes as well. Now, I really like this episode because it's got an intelligent sort of wordplay around MAGA, Make America Great Again, to MUGA, Make Your Dad Great Again, and shows the intelligence and the wit of Nika when she's dealing with her dad.
Dad, for your re-election, I was thinking a good strategy would be to accept that you couldn't live up to your office's expectations. But you are learning. In the next term, you will make your office great again. You know, we can shorten it to MUGA, Make Your Dad Great Again.
Nika, this slogan doesn't have a ring.
But Dad, as your poll advisor, I suggest we focus on the content of your message rather than its aesthetics.
By the way, how did you reach the conclusion that I am unpopular?
Good question, Dad. I had this hypothesis for a while, and I went and polled all the below 18-year-old minors in our household.
So, just you and Theo.
Yes, Dad. Needless to say, the poll was overwhelmingly against you.
She's smart like her mother, but uses her brain in all the wrong places, just like her mother. Actually, let's erase that last part.
I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
Mom, Dad says that a sample of just 2 is too small for hypothesis testing.
Nika, you should have told him that it is not a sample, but the entire population of minors in our household.
Gee, Mom! I didn't think it that way.
If this is your dad's take on your poll, I think he is in serious trouble.
Yeah, if I was him, I would be already thinking of the power transition and his successor.
Being the president of this house is a lot like being president of a country. Mostly meetings about missing socks and peace talks over toy disputes. But if you like and share this video, my first executive order would be mandatory naps for everyone, starting with me.
I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
The next episode is about nothing really. I remember having this conversation with my uncle where I was explaining to him a new story about Theo's Theories episode, and he remarked, well, nothing really happens in your episodes. These are all banter. And that made me think of this idea. I don't know if you remember, Seinfeld had this very funny episode on a show about nothing. And this is my tribute to, Seinfeld, that Theo's Theory is also a family series where nothing really happens.
Nika, what are you doing?
Nothing.
But why? Why are you not working on your homework?
Dad, because I started nothing and I am not finished yet. And I am not a quitter.
It's hard to argue with her, just like her mother.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you.
Nika, what are you doing?
Nothing at all, Mom.
Good, keep at it. I wish I could do nothing one of these days.
We can always make it through. What we do is what we do. I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared.
Nikazus, what are you doing? Nothing, Theo. Nothing at all? Nope. Can I join?
Please do.
Well, there you have it. Nika's doing nothing, and apparently she's roped Theo into helping. It's a full-blown family effort now. Who knew doing nothing could be so productive? So if you want to see more of us doing, well, nothing at all, then you're in the right place. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this show. After all, it's a show about nothing, but trust me, nothing has never been more entertaining.
And then call me anytime when you're out of time. And you, I got you. You got me, got me.
The next episode is about Alicante. Now, I really like this episode because Dad teases Theo in this episode. He knows that probably Theo will like the fact that Alicante is next to the sea and has a beach, but he purposefully does not disclose it and discloses all the other characteristics of Alicante that Theo hates. The other novel thing about this episode is that I created a Gen AI song for it using the lyrics, and the song was created using Gen AI. So that's also a unique novelty of this episode. I hope you enjoy.
Dad,
Yes, Theo.
where's your academic conference this year?
Why do you want to know?
Because that's where we'll end up for vacation.
That's not true.
Last year we vacationed at your conference in Frankfurt.
Okay. This year it's in Alicante, Spain.
Oh, is it fun?
It's amazing. You can walk through historic streets with magnificent buildings that...
Dad, I hate walking.
There is a giant castle overlooking the city. We can climb that.
Dad, I really hate climbing. Anything else?
Of course, there are world-class museums that we can explore.
Dad, I hate museums. Anything else?
It has a historic market where we can eat and chill.
Dad, I hate Alicante.
Good thing Theo's not reviewing paper submissions for the conference. Alicante wouldn't stand a chance.
I thought it would be boring, but it's magic, see, senora. The views are so beautiful, I could stay all day, looking at the ocean and the city hit parade. Me encanta Alicante, it's my favorite place, with the beach La Mata and the sunny embrace. Me encanta Alicante, I sing it loud and clear. I wish all Dad's conferences could be here.
Dad, I love Alicante.
Oh, really? What changed your mind?
You didn't tell me it had a beach.
I'm saving the churros surprise for tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and get ready for more sweet adventures.
Whoa!
I could stay all day, looking at the ocean and the city hip hip parade. The old city streets, I thought they'd be lame, but they're charming and cute, and I'm glad that.
The next episode is Theo trying to understand what his parents do. Now, I really like this episode because in the confusion of not understanding what his dad does, he makes a very insightful remark that he should get his story right. Now, that resonates with me because I'm a professor, and sometimes it is very difficult to sort of explain what our job is. Is it just teaching? Is it doing research? Or is it making overall impact in the society? Or is it all of the above? And I think this brings out the problems that academics face quite interestingly.
Hey, Dad,
Yes, Theo.
what do you do?
I'm a professor, Theo.
Yeah, I know. But what do you actually do?
I profess.
That sounds made up. Do you teach?
Kind of. I lecture and advise students.
So, you're a lecturer.
Among other things, I also do research.
Oh, so you work in a lab.
Yes, Theo. I am a social scientist, so the whole world for me is a lab.
So you don't work in a lab?
No, I do, but not in the way you are thinking.
Dad, this is all so confusing. You should get your story right.
Said everyone when I was in the job market.
Stars and sun all separated, rainbow colors newly painted. I put it all in a paper bag for you. Have a nice day. All the gods and all the angels got them waiting at your table. 'Cause giving you my heart was not enough.
Mom, what do you do?
I teach courses and write papers so people can learn from them.
Then why can't Dad just say that?
Because he's overwhelmed with nuances.
What does that mean?
It means sometimes, and always at the wrong time, he thinks way too hard.
Nuance is the enemy of simplicity, which is why I've decided to simplify. From now on, only one sock per day. And speaking of simplicity, like, subscribe, and comment below. Or let's keep it simple. Just hit the buttons.
Separated, rainbow colors newly painted. I put it all in a paper bag for you. Have a nice day. All the gods and all the angels.
The next episode is about a stormy day in the Netherlands. Now, Netherlands is, as you can imagine, has a lot of rainy days, and the Dutch society is a very resilient society when it comes to rain. Unless there is an explicit warning, the rainy days go on as usual. Now, this is very different from, let's say, in India, where a rainy morning would lead to cancellation of classes, and Theo sort of hopes that he doesn't have to go to school, but since there is no warning, he has to, while his father, who sort of feels the inconvenience of going to school but has the option of working from home, decides to stay at home. That leads to Theo questioning that he's very convenient in changing his job description according to the weather cycles. I hope you also enjoy this episode.
Yay! It is a storm outside today. Maybe the roads are blocked. The trains must be shut. I am sure my teacher can't come to the school. Oh boy, the school must be closed today.
Get ready, Theo. It has stopped raining and there is no alert.
Oh no! It can be dangerous for me to go to school in this weather.
Theo, there is no weather alert. You are going to school like other kids.
I know we could be a splash of paint in a world that's otherwise so gray. Take me by my arms and say it's the first to color things this way. And you are typing the words down, let them take your blank spaces. We could be a splash of paint. Tough times, they tend to make you lose your mind. Bright signs and sunlight can be hard to find, but we'll fight this off until it's out of sight.
I think I will not go to the office today. The Dutch weather is really unpredictable sometimes.
Why does he get to stay and I have to go?
Theo, he will be working from home.
But how can he work from home when his students must come to the university?
But Theo, teaching is not my only job. I do research too. Do you remember? The world is my lab.
It's amazing how your job description changes conveniently according to the weather, while mine stays the same.
The perks of an academic life. I get to work from home and research from the couch when it rains. So like this video and subscribe to our channel, because trust me, Theo's taking notes.
And you are typing the words down, let them take your blank spaces.
Once again, thank you for all the messages, the comments, the likes and shares you've done. That has really encouraged me. I hope to bring you even more interesting stories in 2025. I wish you once again Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. See you in the next year.